Let's bring in John Boyd Jr. now. He's president of the Black Farmers Association. John, always good to see you. Thank you for being here. Currently, from where we sit, where would you say farmers stand on what's currently going on and what the policies from this administration have been?
Well, it certainly isn't what the president was describing at his rally. You know, this is the golden age for farmers, and he said that farm income was on the rise, and he inherited high fertilizer costs from Biden. All of these things aren't true. We have 270 plus pending farm foreclosures right now as we speak. In Dinwiddie, Virginia, we had a farm suicide where the father and son took their life. I'd like to send condolences to the Jones family, the Rudolph Jones family. This thing is real, and we're in a farm crisis, and the president is having a pep rally, and I watched his press conference, and it looks as though many of the farmers were holding back on reality. The high cost of fertilizer is up 35%. That's $200 a metric ton for farmers. $5 and $6 diesel fuel. There's a seed shortage where I can't get a good quality soybean seed right here in my home county, Mecklenburg County, Virginia. This is a farm crisis, and the president is playing footsie with America's farmers. He went out there to hold a Republican pep rally, and we didn't have a seat at the table. And since the president has been elected president, we haven't had a seat at the table at any of his farm meetings, and someone should ask him about that.
And so what would you say to him? Is it the cost of fertilizer? Is it the tariffs? What is it? Is it all of it together that is creating your reality versus what he was talking about and what we saw yesterday?
Right. My reality is a 360. As a farmer in this country, I watched another interview where a reporter asked the president about unemployment rates for blacks being up, and he said something about black jobs and factories. I don't know what a black job is. I really don't. But I can tell you what it's like for a black farmer in this country when we're losing our farms. We're facing foreclosure. This administration hasn't reached out to us, and we haven't been a part of American agriculture fabric for the Trump administration. Those are our realities. And someone to tell the president, we want to keep our land. We want to keep our farms. We want access to credit. And we want a complete farm moratorium. A complete farm moratorium includes direct loans at USDA, guaranteed loans, and agricultural secondary lending in this country. We should not be losing our farms due to the president's tariffs and due to this president's war. I want to be clear. This is something that Biden and Obama didn't do these things. The person who is at the number one seat, who happened to cause all of these things that are happening to America's farmers, is President Trump and his administration and bad policies for America's farmers.
What is the single policy you think that could make the biggest difference for you and your farmers right now?
I would say stop cutting all of the programs. A few weeks ago, he cut a $300 million grant that allowed black farmers and other farmers of color to purchase land. Now, what was his reason for cutting those programs? Is mind-boggling to me. The food aid program, what was his reason for this administration to cut the food aid program that was helping needy countries around the world, something that the U.S. led the way? We're going backwards in agriculture under this administration, and someone should tell the president, we need a seat at the table. He says they want to do away with DEI and all this other stuff. Then why aren't we at the table? Is my question. There's no DEI on my farm. There's nothing that looks like DEI on my farm, but other than myself, if that's what the president is alluding to, that he doesn't want blacks at the table, that's another conversation. But there's no DEI on my farm, people. I have to be able to produce a crop, just like the next farmer. I have to be able to buy diesel fuel and fertilizer, just like the next farmer. So why don't we have a seat at the table when the president has meetings, like in Wisconsin, when they had the one in the White House? They told me I couldn't come, and they were doing away with the small farm issue. the black farmer issue, and those are the reasons why I was not invited to the White House meeting. We're going backwards in this country, and someone needs to tell the administration, and maybe the voters will tell the president that he's taking this country in the wrong direction in the midterm elections. That's what I'm hoping for, that people that look and sound like me, that's frustrated, will show up in record numbers and speak out to this administration that this president is taking this country in the wrong direction.
All right, John Boyd Jr., thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.